Hello everyone, we're back with Fate Grand Order with the Shinjuku chapter. When we last left off, we confronted Moriarty at the top, and the good Moriarty was evil the whole— what? And no one was surprised. Oh, okay then. We're getting a London then, I see. How am I supposed to choose? So, Moriarty and Assassin. Some goons, I guess, or like, what's left? Oh, Shakespeare's still up here. I mean, Alter exists. I'm assuming he's one of the, like, do they? So I'm guessing they hid Saber Alter and Emmy Alter here. Oh, yep, one of these is Shakespeare's because they're not gold. Then it's another gray one. Not sure. Double waiver. It's fine. Works out. Should I? I'm gonna replace Edmund with. Give me like Liz, because you know, Archer, Assassin. We have, you know, two casters in our front line, so if Vlad goes down, we have someone to take down Moriarty. Great detectives, great deduction. Holmes is probably still alive somehow. Come on! How could he not be? This world is filled with stories, large and small. King Lear and Macbeth go without saying, of course. Is he gonna get a Shakespeare dude to fight us? As, like, the assassins? Oh no, okay, he's just going over everything. Oh, but he has something even greater. There's also the gangster from China, the Wolf King, the Headless Horseman. Sherlock Holmes and I were part of one such story too, but none of them truly matter. Oh, I thought he was gonna go, but the greatest. Oh, what matters right now is another story. Der Freischütz, the marksman, could hit any target he wished with 6 out of 7 bullets. But the 7th, controlled by the devil, shot someone precious to him, and he fell into despair. Do you understand? In this story, the 7th bullet possesses power on par with the Grim Reaper. At the same time, the devil must fire the 7th bullet. He has no choice in the matter. Does that mean this meteor is the 7th bullet? And it activated the moment we tried to kill you, so that's why you moved it closer. So the moment Moriarty's death was confirmed, the meteor would prepare itself to be fired. But if that were the case, the 7th bullet shouldn't go where Moriarty wants. It's controlled by the devil, right? We have no way of knowing what it'll hit. Ashu? No way, I can't believe it. That's why you did it, Professor? No, how could you? I see you share Holmes' gift for deduction, Mashu. Indeed, there's nothing and no one I hold precious. So I agonized over this. I had nothing I cared for enough to turn a meteor into one of the bullets. Holmes deduced that I used the Holy Grail in order to strengthen the bullets. But he was young. It was the first time he had ever been wrong in his deductions about me. For my part, this was practically a gamble. So, was it by becoming the good Moriarty he cared about, you know, us? Furthermore, the odds were very much against me. As such, I had to tell Bale everything. On top of that, I also needed him to lose his memory. That's because he also had to see me as a good Moriarty, and genuinely tried to dispose of me. He agreed to my plan, knowing that it had an extremely low chance of success. He said it was the only way we would ever be able to kill Horsey. You don't mean... I do. I don't understand. What's going on, Mashu? Moriarty lost his memory, found a good side of himself, and fought alongside Master. We know that much is true, but if you look at it another way, it also means that he now has someone he will risk his life to protect. Someone precious to him. That's why the bullet is headed towards you, because that's where the person he cares about is. Aw, dude, that's pretty sweet. Then even bringing Master here is all part of your plan? Exactly. The sheer humanity you have shown me is remarkable. It reveals true goodness inside you. But while this makes you strong against evil, it also makes you weak against other good people. Fight fire with fire, evil with evil, and good with good. In order to triumph against good, I became truly good myself. Miscreant. Indeed I am! A devil, a miscreant of Napoleon, the Napoleon of crime. That is who James Moriarty is. Now then, we have about 5 minutes until the bullet is loaded into the tower. My calculations cannot be foiled, not as long as Sherlock Holmes is out of commission. Speaking of, and he is now serving as my source of power. Holmes. Master. Archer, take up your weapons. You're gonna help us, whether you want to or not. What, you planning on for us to smash the meteor with our swords? It's not just a meteor, it's a magical bullet. Our odds are all but nil. I'm not obligated to help. But sure, why not? I achieved my goal. Doesn't matter to me when I die. Master, we'll do our best to intercept the meteor. Don't worry, Moriarty won't harm you. Of course not. I knew I'd never do something so foolish after making it this far. Stay here, Master. And remember, you've done nothing wrong. Of that you can be certain. No need to console you, huh? I'll do my best, but knowing when to give up is important too, yeah? Thank you, Emmy Alter. Heh, you can still glare at me like that, you can at least last a while longer. Most people in your position would have accepted their fate. No wonder you managed to save the world. You're a real piece of work. What about a forced ray shift? It's no good. Now that the 7th bullet has been confirmed, causality has been reinforced. Shinjuku won't let Master Horsey jump to another time. Don't give up yet. Try everything you possibly can. Yes, ma'am. Master. You're awfully quiet for someone usually so talkative. I've already explained everything I need to. There's nothing left to say. I see. Well, congratulations, Moriarty. You sacrificed everything and managed to beat Sherlock Holmes. Finally managed to beat. I suppose so. To be honest, in less than 5 minutes we'll have lost. So this may not be the best time to ask, but I just can't bring myself to ask Master Horsey about it. Wait. I'll tell you. What is it? Huh? What's this now? Do you regret this? I have no right to answer that. What about you? Do you have any regrets? Not a single one! Your obstinacy is remarkable. Huh? What is it, Master? Shakespeare yelling out, hey, can you let me out? Felt a breeze. What? Oh. Shh. Who are you? Ha 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 ha. Regret? Do you think the Napoleon of crime would have any regrets? You truly have fallen low, haven't you, Professor? Shakespeare? If this young lady doesn't regret anything, that's my accomplice for you. Huh? I know that laugh. Ha ha ha! You recover quick, don't you? A new servant, analyzing spirit origin. No way! It's the same servant dressed in black we met back in the Temple of Time. Wait, is it? Well, the real one? Whoa! Or is it Holmes who's remastered the? Is it the real one? That's right. I'm the Count of Monte Cristo. Good to see you again, my accomplice. You seem down. Must have taken one heck of a beating, pardon my French. But not to worry. I'm here now. And I'll accompany you all the way down to hell if that's where our path leads. Well, well. So you were alive too? Lovely. You don't seem happy to see me. Oh yeah, right. I actually totally forgot about her. I knew she lived, but the old Moriarty was way more expensive than you. I knew I should have roasted your butt, pardon my French, when I had the chance, old man. Oh dear. Hey, why would you call me that of all things? Jeanne, you're alive. Thank goodness. Did you wash the feet? Wait, not wash the feet, watch the feet. I just want to clarify that I said watch. Yep, sure am. Getting real close, but at the last moment, you know. I'm afraid I actually don't know. Yeah, I don't understand what Holmes' advice was about. That's right. Holmes told you to watch your feet, if I recall. Indeed he did. Thanks for that very advice. She ended up diving straight into a manhole. Wonderful form too. Oh! Man, made dang sure to sterilize myself after. What are you looking at me for like that? You got something to say? Spit it out. Oh. What? Want me to rub your shoulders or something? How about I just freaking burn you alive instead? I can wait a minute. Hey master, I brought backup. Backup? Well, I saved some chump anyway. He's not gonna be much help, but he did say he had something to give you. In fact, I was originally summoned to protect him, to work with him to save someone else. Hey, Shakespeare! I finally been rescued, master. I'd love to express this joy in a sonnet, but that will have to wait. For the moment, William Shakespeare is back and fully recovered. You really aren't going to be much help. Ouch, shit cut me to the quick. Oh, and here's the second unhelpful reinforcement. Some Shinjuku chip this turned out to be. Vance is here. I guess that's why they monologued about him a couple chapters back. Yeah, I was looking forward to visiting Kabukicho, only to find it in flames with strange dolls dancing as if possessed. What in the world were those? All I wanted was to see overdressed people with pitch black desires. Well, if nothing else, I learned that moving mannequins are truly the stuff of nightmares. Anyway, with no other choice, I hold up in an abandoned house waiting for just this moment. Well now, I certainly didn't account for you two in my calculations. Especially you, Anderson. You're telling me, when a certain dummy, pardon my French, asked me for help, I just couldn't say no. By the way, I also have something for you. For me? For you! So this is definitely by the author of London, right? Sir Moriarty, I take it that Sherlock Holmes is no longer president in Shinjuku. Seeing as you absorbed him. Right, you are. As long as Holmes' power is also yours, your power as an evil professor will never decline. After all, ordinarily, Holmes always beats you, but now he's your ally. Right now, Professor, I imagine you must feel as though there's nothing you can't do. Unstoppable, in other words. And it makes sense. If the story ensures that the protagonist wins, what better way than to win than to become the protagonist? Stop right there, Shakespeare. What are you planning? That's exactly what I'm thinking. History's greatest detective may have let down his guard for a moment and allowed you to absorb him. But remember this well, villain. He blazed a path to a world in which thousands of skilled detectives followed in his wake. Philo Man shows up. Actually, they too are phantom spirits. In a normal Holy Grail war, they wouldn't be worth summoning. However, are we going to use the power of detective fiction to beat Moriarty? Seriously, thanks to that, we had to resort to derivative work. It's nice that we didn't have to come up with any backstories, but the restrictions are a real pain. Still, the client requested it, so I don't have much of a choice. The scribbles may not be much, but they should more than suffice for summoning. And with that, it's time for a hastily written, slightly hackneyed turnabout story. Now let me introduce you to everyone. This is the derivative work we spun up. They may not compare to the original, but at this point in time, they shine brighter than any heroic spirit. Marchin Main's Leben's German. A story just for you. It's not often I get to use this noble phantasm in this way. First folio. What the? Oh, Kosan, what's going on? Ashu, do you have any idea? I may be a genius, but even I don't have the foggiest at the moment. Hey, don't worry, I'm a genius too and I don't know. Servants are being some... No, that's not it. The spirit origin values are too low. These are shadow servants? There's so many. The noble phantasms have summoned 100, no, 200 of these things. Who are you all? Oh! I get that reference. Father Brown. That's Father Brown. I think. Maybe. I don't know if he's ever called Roundface, but when I think of detective, well, creation of detective fiction, that's got to be Father Brown. I've read, I had an anthology, well, a collection of the short stories featuring him. I didn't read all of them. I didn't really like him, but I get that reference. Don't think I won't get a detective fiction reference. We are phantom spirits, Master of Chaldea. That is why we appear to be ghosts. The others are unable to even do that much. They're merely drifting around us. No way! The one on the left has to be Philo Vance. Thankfully, we won't be fighting directly. We'll just be helping out Master a little bit. I don't get the second and fourth one, though. That's gotta be Vance. Come on. String fiddling old man. Okay, I don't get that one. Part of me would like to argue in Moriarty's defense, but not when the planet's doom was near. Shaggy-haired professor. That's just like you, isn't it? That last one's a perfect betrayal. Now, where'd that Belgian get off? Oh! Belgian refers to Port, obviously. So, professor was... Who was a professor in Christie's work? Was Arthur? I don't think he was. Arthur's like the, you know, he's the coolest Watson in Port's work. I have a message from him. He says he already surpasses Holmes, so he won't be sticking his nose in. This confirms that Port, well, actually no, he's copyrighted, isn't he? That said, he also said he'll help us. One of these shadows must be him. I see that detective's still too proud for his own good. Was it gray brain cells? Brain cells are supposed to be pink. If they're gray, it means you're dead. Never mind that. Exactly what should we do at this point? We're practically already lost. The numbers don't lie. 2 and 2 will always be 4, no matter what. Straight. That's gotta be Vance! Not at all. We've only just begun to fight. Haha, look at me, I'm an idiot. Mr. Holmes has left something important behind. That thing we always forget. Of course, it's not my usual style, but oh well. Can't say I care for that. I mean, did Holmes himself ever try it out? I don't get this one. Don't worry, it's Master who will be doing it. Otherwise, she can't help to defeat Moriarty. Wait, what? No need to fret. We're offering you our power. All you have to do is accept it. From there, you'll attack Moriarty. Nothing at all mysterious about it. In fact, it's quite scientific. Oh, wait, I think I can guess at your true names. But Master can't attack anyone. You're exactly right, young lady. We're too incapable of attacking anyone physically. Even if we were heroic or phantom spirits, it's just not in our nature. Our claim to fame is solving riddles, after all. Indeed. As if a bunch of forgotten old men like us could take part in combat. That's why you'll attack in a way that only we can. That's why we were summoned. Okay, Horsey. We'll now lend you our power, and not just us. Thanks to the great writers Shakespeare and Anderson, there are countless detectives here with us. Some of them may have forms, many may not, but we're all here nonetheless. Not only from Great Britain, many of us have come from countries all around this world as well. Oh, is the gentleman supposed to be... because Vance is American. Alright. They take place in America. Is he from America? I don't know. All of us have gotten up from our behinds and come together to help you. Someone who would risk their own life to save a planet that is already outside the bounds of history. Now, our power is yours! That's a scoop, Moriarty. Now go on, pick up your weapon. You're not real happy about this either, right? So go out with a bang. I'll take a bit of the sting out. So this is your last resort? Assembling a multitude of half-baked fictional detectives? Who do you think I am? I'm James Moriarty, the only detective who could ever hold a candle to me as Sherlock Holmes. Very well then. I don't know, nor do I care to know, what you're up to, but I'll fight you to the last. If you got detectives on your side, then I shall draw on the forces of evil to bolster my own power. This is chuuni as all heck, and I love it. I've confirmed the appearance of the Holy Grail. Seems like it was never used in the last battle. This magical energy is as powerful as a demon god pillar, so he really wasn't fighting at his full strength before. Guess he actually means business this time then. Master, please win! Sorry, Master, but it looks like you'll be dying 3 minutes sooner than I expected. This is Namek. That whole conversation was 2 minutes? Just so you have no regrets, seeing as you're the one who chose this course of action. There's no way I'm giving up. Then have at you. Ha! So remember when I said this is third bet? This is one best singularity. Not actually true, but personally, Best climax? I mean, the Kiss Days Camelot. I mean, some people would say the Tiamat climax is great, but I like Camelot's more. Definitely. Enigma. Not letting in. Who do I focus? Oh. Oh, is this one of those fights where we get like a buff every turn? I'm gonna focus Enigma. Enigma. Why? Because I know Moriarty's not AoE. I know he's single target. I don't know about Enigma though. It could be either or. Well, it could be either. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Turn the volume up. Is this a new song? I should have fixed the screen size. I forgot to. Yeah, cool. MP gain every turn. That's very nice. Let's do a Night's Chain. This comp is way overpowered for this fight. This is why I love Lad. He's not the best in every fight, but there are like only a handful of fights where he's not usable. First one off the bat is the Salem finale fight. I remember I brought him to that the first time. Did not work well. I don't think it's the finale, but it's near the end. That was when they introduced foreigners to the game. And Night's Chain. Easy. So I'm trying to shaggy-haired professor. I don't know. One of those is probably a Poe reference, like Edgar Allan Poe. You know, have you heard of it? Maybe not. You know, I'm an intellectual, so you know, obviously I know, you know, the esteemed Edgar. I'm not really into Poe. I've read a couple of his stuff. Detective fiction wise, the only thing I've read is Murders in the Rue Morgue. I think he has some other detective fiction. But like, I just don't. I'm not into Poe as a writer, really. He's too edgy, which I say that mostly as a joke, but like 10% of that is truthful. I mean, it's true he's edgy, but as far as edgy writers go, he gets a pass for it. He commits to it. Like one short story of his I do like is The Cask of whatever. It's French word. You guys know what I'm talking about. Where he lures the guy down to like the catacombs and bricks him up there. Then it goes back 50 years later and he's still there. Dead. Obviously. Is he on his first or his second? Oh, he's still on his first. Health bar. How many times have you offered up your life, Vlad? 5th time in the last 30 seconds? 30 seconds because that's how long this battle lasts. In canon. Well, this battle probably lasts 2 minutes and 59 seconds. Let's re-go. It's cool that, you know, those detectives got a nod. Because obviously most of them, well, either can't because copyright. Well, I don't know about copyright laws in Japan, but I imagine they're more like similar-ish. As in having, you know, Hercule Poirot show up would be a bad idea. Although, I like how they do acknowledge that he said he is better than Holmes. Which, I mean, I agree with. Like, as a character, Poirot's not really too much better than Holmes, but I do like Christie's work. It's like, 80% of the detective fiction I've read, pretty much. There's not really another author that I've really stuck with. Like, you basically when I read detective fiction, I'll be like, okay, like 2 Christian novels, and I'll be like, okay, I'll branch out a little, read something else, then like, you know, 2 more Christian, and so on. Like, I want to read more Van Dyne stuff. And I want to read something by Ronald Knox. Because, you know, 10 Commandments. But I think, I think The Three Taps is his first novel, which I'm interested in. I'll probably end up ordering it online at some point. And along with like a... How much is that gonna feel? Okay, is it always 20%? Because I thought the first couple times it was 10%. Maybe I just can't count. Go to neck. Expect that, why not? So I think I might die here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drain it now. Just get it out as much damage as possible before he goes down. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll live another turn, but not gonna count on that. This is a good start to Epic of Remnant, though. I know Agartha isn't really looked at fondly. I haven't read it, so I'm not going to judge it yet. But I do have some preconceived notions of it that it's not the best. Like, I've seen people compare it to Septum. I don't think it's going to be that bad. Like, I don't even think Septum's that bad. Like, it's bad, yeah. But is it a disgrace to this planet? No. Oh. Guys, I'm wasting sim energy. Quick, we gotta go. We're on a time limit now. You know, compared to before when, you know, what was gonna happen? Meteor gonna crash into the earth? Come on, that's not important. I'm wasting memory fragments. Right? Because I think today's a capsule day. There's alternating dailies. Kind of like Grand Order used to have, but we don't anymore. Huh. Like, you guys have it lucky. Before, QP Day used to only be on, like, Sunday or something like that, right? Am I misremembering that? Because that sounds awful. but I swear you used to only be able to grind QP on certain days. Like, you know, the doors. Oh god, I just remembered. Grand Order at launch. The XP door, all the dailies are different. Like, there's one for Master XP. That would be nice nowadays. And the only way to get Demon Hearts in the game, when there was an event going on, was they had like a 10% chance to show up on Sundays, I believe, Master XP quest. And then they had like a 5% drop rate. I'm not making this up. I remember this. And I think Marie needed them, or someone I had needed them. Or, no, it was Snake Eyes. I remember I had a grind for Snake Eyes. Like that. Because there's a chance for the Snake Ladies to show up, and, you know, they had... I'm not referring to, like, you know, Medusa and stuff. I'm referring to, like, actual Snake Lady monsters. Lamia? I think they're called? I don't know if they're called that in-game, but I know that's, like, monster girl name. I think it refers to things like actual mythology, but they're monster girl names now. Did you just die already? Very glad this guy's single target. See ya, Liz. Okay, Angry Man. Oh, actually, or who's gonna finish him? Angry Man for the rescue! Remember that time in Camelot? I went back to that video, I completely forgot about that, and I saw that, and that was a fun time. If you don't know, when I was fighting the Lion King, Angry Mania was my last guy standing, and Lion King had like 5k HP left. He kills her, and then he dies to his own skill, and it counted as a loss. Had to refight her. Actually, I think it was the last one. I don't remember. Because you have to fight her twice. If I remember correctly. But yeah, we beat Shinjuku. I can't believe you overpowered me in this state. But I haven't lost yet. Holy Grail, give me all your strength. We're gonna get another detective cameo? A second wave! We won't survive another one. Now is the time. Indeed it is. Horsey, I believe you already know what it is you have to say. These words are nothing less than a noble phantasm. Now, Master of Count Ea, say it! James Moriarty! You were the culprit behind this! Oh! And like wind blows his jacket back. Or cape or whatever it is. That's your plan? Yes, you're correct. I was the mastermind behind this whole incident. I'm the culprit! The power is leaving me. All because my culpability was proven? Now I see. Since I never left any evidence of my crimes behind, I was never once named as the culprit. So I didn't know that the moment I was unmasked, the moment I lost to the detectives, would weaken me like this. Still, it's strange. Wait, does that happen in reality? Still, it's strange. Even with the power of so many great detectives on your side, should have been able to defeat you. Every calculation, every analysis bore that out. Magical energy, tactics, weapons, should have been your superior in every respect. So then why? Why did I still lose? Why? Don't you get it? No, I don't. Are you telling me you do, Master? I think I get it too. The power of friendship. I mean, you just called it his master just now. Then please, do enlighten me. I cannot die without knowing. Tell me, why did I lose? Please tell him, Master. I like the dialogue options. Think about it. You had fun, didn't you? So that's it. That I was fighting at full strength. But this is what was eating away at me this whole time. It's the time I spent with all you before regaining my memory. Now I see. If I had erased those memories, I would no longer have anyone I care about for the bullet to hit. So I couldn't get rid of them. But I know myself well. Even with them, I knew I could return to evil once my own memories came back. Even if I had someone I cared about, I was sure I could cast them aside. That's what I thought. And yet... Thank you. I understand now. No wonder I lost. I understand evil well. I know the endless charm it holds. But I never once experienced being on the side of justice. Now I have. I feel strange. It's perplexing. And I'll be danged if it doesn't feel better than I thought. Yes, I see it now. My failure was inevitable. Quick, hurry up and disappear. There's a chuuni line to disappear on. Alright, here, look. Seems like something happened to the bullet. Guess you're just dealing with a regular meteor now. I'll smash it, but it'll take everything I've got. You can clean up the mess. Fallen King or not, you should still have no trouble sweeping up a bunch of stardust, right? You smash it? It's quite a proclamation. Can you really accomplish that with your little spells? You bet I can. May not be a great spellcaster, but that sort of thing's right up my alley. I'll use my reality marble. Usually I slip this thing designed to turn whole worlds upside down into an opponent's body. We're just talking about fragmenting a meteor hellbent on destroying Earth. I know how to do the trick. Sorry, heckbent. Don't mess up. Relax. Once a mercenary takes on a job, they make sure to see it through to the end. I'm the bone of my sword. I didn't realize I was saying that sentence at the beginning, so I was like, oh yeah, I am, but I was like, bone of my sword. It's no good. We can't reshift her. 10 seconds until Bennu makes impact. Come on, servants. You're the only ones left who could save that world. Unlimited. Lost works. Did you do it? You did it, right? Right? No, not yet. Even the fragments are enough to obliterate Shinjuku, and there's so many. Wait, you did it. I'm sure of it. Can't you see? Excalibur Morgan? I can! To swat a bullet from the sky, one needs a divine construct that stands above all other sacred swords. Even if the one who wields that sword is consumed by darkness. Oh! Sword of Promise Victory! Oh! Vortigern, Hammer of the Vile King, reverse the rising sun. As long as Master is here, that light will never swallow the light. Excalibur Morgan! This is a cool remix of it. I did not know the song was in the game. It's always cool to see classic tracks. They better I can't say that. There's one song. I don't think it's been. I haven't heard any remixes of it, but it's a classic. And it was completely destroyed. Shinjuku's environmental parameters have returned to normal. Horsey can shift home at any time. Master, we did it! Yahoo! Oh well, seems both of our dreams have been quite thoroughly crushed. Sorry, Bale. We were both one step away from fulfilling our goals, yet ironically, we are fulfilled now. At any rate, this may not mean much until now that I've lost, but I'm sorry, Master. I hurt you over and over again. I twisted your integrity and your devotion to my own purposes and used your naivety as a trap. But at least I believe this. Those moments, the times we spent in the roost, the times we fought together, that justice may have been embedded in me. At the time, I believed in it wholeheartedly. However, that is not who I am now. So just think of me as a terrorist who merely happens to look like him. I'll do that. Good. He was a good person back then. At least I think he was. Great detectives, let me just say to you, from the bottom of my heart, go to hell! Next time I'll make sure you cannot possibly finger me as the culprit. I'll come up with a crime so perfect you'll never be able to pin it on me. Thank you for the kind words. Now farewell. There truly is nothing like science, is there? Vance is the first to go, thank you. He focuses more on science than psychology, so maybe it's not Vance. I heartily concur. I say though, aren't you stealing my lines? Well, we are both professors. Don't worry, you have your own personalities. Can't believe they even summoned a gaudy old geezer like me. String fiddling old... I don't get that one. Thanks for that. This is obviously Father Brown, though. Very well then, I believe I shall take my leave as well. Goodbye, everyone. And Moriarty, I hope you find happiness in your future. Oh, what a nice guy! Because that's what Father Brown did. I think at least on one occasion of the short stories I read, because this is kind of the point. He was finding the culprit and was like, hey, how about you repent and, because I'm a good Christian priest, so how about you repent for your crimes and I don't go to the police? So, oh yeah, sure. What was that supposed to mean? Was it sarcasm? I think he meant you maybe summoned as a servant. Want to try being summoned? I already did. Don't be ridiculous. Second thought, maybe it's not so ridiculous, is it? Maybe it actually is possible. Of course it is. You've already been recorded as a proper servant. Here, I was thinking that this whole time we've been like, okay, I can be summoned as a servant. I'll trick Gura Osashko into liking me, and then I'll wreak havoc in Chaldea. Given how commendable the young master is. No more, they love not poison that do poison need. Let us say they love poison that do poison need. Or something thereabouts. I see, then I suppose there's only one thing to be done. Make sure you entertain me after I've been summoned. I will, I promise. No, there's no need to promise, just keep it in mind. Alright then, au revoir. I hope I said that right. Au revoir? For a guy who took a ton of damage and was on the brink of death, sure went went out on a cheerful note. Perhaps he was just trying to save face. I imagine he thought he was doing us a favor by not subjecting us to a sappy farewell. You think? I think he just wanted to see the look on Master's face. I keep forgetting Hans has a deep voice. And that too is eminently possible. Now then, I believe we had best be out on our way as well. Right you are, Shakespeare. I have deadlines to meet after all. And only 28 days this month to meet them. Oh, did this come out in February? I thought this came out in March. Well, no, March was CCC, wasn't it? Perhaps I should stay here a bit longer and do some research. Don't be a fool. We've already started disappearing. If I go, I'm taking you with me. Get coward! I've done what I've been asked to do. Suppose I too would better be on my way. Come to think of it, who asked you? Never mind what Servant Shakespeare is like. As a playwright, he must have a lot of fans. I was taken aback to see how much worse things were than I had imagined, but having saved the world or not, looks like you've still got a long road ahead of you. In which case, will I see you again? Absolutely. I have no doubt our paths will cross once more. In this boundless sphere of fate. Pardon Morgana reference. Remember this well, my accomplice. Punishment, deserving or otherwise, is always a given. But you will never succumb to it. All you need to do is call my name. Do that and I'll be at your side at a moment's notice. Ha 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 ha. Finally, I can hear myself think again. Yeesh. Just so you know, I'm glad you're alive. Can you not say weird things like that just as we're about to say goodbye? Servants are supposed to die. That's why we're made. You're really great for us. You'd be holding funerals, like, every day. I'd agree with that. Master of Chaldea, you're still a little too good for your own good. If you know what I mean. Hey, jerk, we're still talking. Button. So what happened to that stupid king anyway? Is it too much to know she got squished by the meteor? You mean the King of Knights? She said she had somewhere she wanted to visit before she disappeared. Last I saw her, she was riding off on Cuirassier altar. Did she go to pet the dog? Said she wasn't going to say goodbye because we'd see each other again. Somewhere to visit? Aha, the dog. I hope we do get to see her again. This is why I can't stand her. For a king, her manners freaking suck. Sure, you're one to talk about manners, country girl. Don't lump me in with you lot. Fine, in that case, I'll see myself out. On Master of Chaldea, your leadership wasn't half bad. The next time I'm summoned, I'll lend you a hand if we're not enemies. For a price, of course. CCC flashbacks. In other words, you're just another mercenary. Oh, well, at least you didn't name a price. Airship preparations are complete. Esther, are you ready to... Yeah! She can do that? I'll shoot. Don't worry, it's just me. What's with that look? Come on, stand up straight, shoulders back. There, that's it. Yeah, this is the scene I knew about. Which is why I knew she wasn't actually dead. Okay, Master, now dance. I remember in Shinjuku it came out, everyone was like, oh my god, this is the best scene ever. Dance? Yes, D-A-N-C-E, dance. Now come on. I want to do that thing you did with the stupid king before fighting the assassin. It's not fair she got to do it and I didn't. Or you're too good to dance with a girl from the country. You're not? Then go on, lead. You're so inconsiderate. Aren't you the kind of close? You better not be smelling my breath, you weirdo. This is normal in dancing? Well, okay then. Look at that. All the budget went into this. Good. It makes Mahoyo look like, you know, a dojing him. No. Good. Now she and I are even. Take that, Ice Queen. Did I only dance to get back at her? No, you idiot. I danced because I wanted to. What's with the grin? I'll burn you. You see if I don't. Okay, that should do it. I'm satisfied now. Besides, I'm already disappearing. Alright, guess this is it. Should have practiced a little more before I see you again. So you better do the same. Okay, we're back at Galdea. Cool. Whenever there's gonna be like a little warm up for the CCC event, or like Arthur or something here, or we're just gonna be like, oh yay, we did it. Hey Mashu, welcome back, Master. Full. I gotta admit, not having Mashu along with this makes it 10 times better. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. I speak the truth. That's quite the ordeal, wasn't it, Horsey? There's a lot I'd like to discuss, but first, I think you've earned a hot shower and a good guest. Senpai? But the connection cut off suddenly a little while ago. Did something happen then? Not telling. Oh, come on, Senpai, please tell me. Full. Okay, that should take care of that rather sudden analyzed lost order. Good work, everyone. Thank goodness. We can just call it Epic of Remnant. Now then, care to tell me what brings you here? Well, I did just suffer a crushing defeat. The hands of my nemesis, no less. Okay. So that I'd stay here a while and reflect on my missteps. That's alright with you? My spirit origin values are already so low after numerous area shifts that I wasn't much use in battle. But this latest bout of damage was so severe that I'd be nothing more than a burden now. For the time being, I need to be more of an armchair detective. So you have something you want to investigate? Sure thing. I'll go ahead and issue you a permit. Precisely. I knew Leonardo da Vinci would understand right away. Oh, and I also have some news to share. When Moriarty absorbed me, I used to make off with some information. Turns out that he and Bale had quite a lot to discuss. Particularly, there's one thing of crucial importance. There's still living demon god pillars. Right, because we know this in CCC. Go on. 3 of them to be precise, but I'm afraid I know neither their names nor the time periods in which they exist. They only survived that battle by giving up and running for their lives. Although there are only 3 of them, they are not united in the goal of incinerating humanity. Rather, they each have their own desires and are hiding out in this world in different times. That would mean... Indeed, both the incineration of humanity and the Shinjuku Phantom incident cases have been solved. However, there are still riddles in this world that have yet to be solved. And furthermore, there's only one thing that's nagging at me. There isn't one other thing. What's that? On second thought, I'd better save that for a later point. Save that for Cosmos and the Lost Belt. So this is what it feels like when someone pulls that on you. Glad you enjoyed it. Now then, I'd better get down to business. Perhaps I'll even help you falsify your data if the mood takes me. I do specialize in mixing truth with lies to logical ends, after all. You know, from an objective perspective, we geniuses are kind of infuriating, aren't we? Yep. Yep. What's with the cold stares? Nothing? Saber Walter? Yep. This is the last time I can feed you. I'm afraid I have to be going now. I doubt we'll ever see each other again, but don't feel sad. You're free now, Cavallo II. You can live out your days as a stray or choose a new owner. Whatever you decide, I'm certain you'll be fine. Thank you for standing guard all this time. Now go on, don't look back. Go! You can't make me emotional just by throwing a dog into it. So, will this Shinjuku disappear? Or is it because it's split off from history? No, actually, no. This Shinjuku is screwed, isn't it? I think. Because they cut it off from history. They go under an Extella, don't they? I'm going to assume this is common Nasuverse lore at this point. Basically, timelines that don't fulfill certain requirements, namely humanity succeeding, they get pruned and they cease to exist. They go into it later on in Grand Order. But I think Extella goes into it, if I ever get around to finishing Extella. A lone white dog runs throughout Shinjuku in chaos. Someone tries to catch it but soon gives up. For reasons unknown, Shinjuku is once again becoming part of our world. Oh! The strange things that inhabit it should disappear in time. Magecraft, demonic beasts, moving marionettes, giant walls, all of it will be driven away to the far corners of the world. Wait, so by rejoining it, doesn't that actually kill lots of people? Because if we never rejoined it, because we know that people who die in singularities die in real life. They actually die. So the people who died in Shinjuku wouldn't have died in our world. Except now that it's rejoined, those people probably did die, right? Or I don't know. Did we mess up? Are we the bad guys? The world is changing. Some will inevitably be left behind by that change. The white dog howled with all its might, sound reverberating far throughout the city. Not a howl of grief nor of anger, but simply as its heart willed. It tipped back its head and howled once more. Oh! Remember? Oh, what? Hey! My grail though! My grail though! I'm gonna assume that's Salem getting its update. Yo, my phone crashed, but it looks like we still get the screen. Oh, just barely caught it. I was like, oh man, we don't get the grail animation, but we do. Oh, we get they added the cool animation. I don't know when that came out actually. I thought it was in Lost Belt, but no lore in anyone? Oh well. We have free quests now though, which is nice. So I can do Agartha in my free time now. But what I was about to say is I wonder if Abigail's gonna get censored. Because I remember back when Grand Order on the English series first launched, like the main translator guy, like the main guy in charge basically, said that Emmy Alter and Abigail were kind of points of contention. Is that the right word? Oh yeah, I got Artoria Lancer by the way. And then, you know, obviously Emmy Alter ended up getting censored, which I think is a reasonable enough change even if I don't like it. But I mean, I don't see why they'd censor Abigail, like, you know, Jack exists. Or right next to her, Wu Shishin. Or, oops. But look at that! That's looter than Abby. I mean, oh, wait, well, she's actually though, like, you know, it's an anime trope. Oh, you look like 10, but actually like however old. I imagine she's probably the age she became Empress at, whenever that was. Yeah, but I'm curious to see if that's gonna happen. I mean, we'll find out soon enough. And if they do, I'll probably end up talking about it in Salem. It's a good way to waste 5 minutes talking in a, you know, a Philly battle. But yeah, that was definitely one of the stronger chapters of the game. Like, third best at this point. I know well, if I remember right, Japan had a poll on like their favorite singularities for like which one would get the anime. I think Shimosa was third for them. So is Shimosa better than Shinjuku? Or maybe that could be like a, you know, because, you know, Shimosa set in Japan, you know, they get an extra like 2 points of, you know, but I don't get all the cool references for the characters and stuff, so I won't like it as much maybe. It's like, I don't know who this guy is. Hozo Inshun. I sort of not know his name. Like, it's taken me 2 years and I still don't remember. I don't know. I don't know if his name is hidden or not. It's taken a while, but I'm slowly learning them. Because if I don't know who they historically are, then, you know, obviously I have a harder time to remember them. But anyway, yeah, I don't have too much to add about Shinjuku. Oh, I'm going to be doing Salem next, like I said. So that's going to be a shorter one. Hopefully I'll finish, like, probably not by the end of the year, but by January. I don't know if I'm going to wait to do the Lost Belt prologue or not, but we'll see, basically. I'm going to be working on Agartha, though. I'd like to finish it before I start Salem. Probably won't, but I'd like to start it before I start Salem. Almost definitely will. So yeah. Oh, it said 2000? Huh, I did not know that. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.